Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Class Huffer. And I will say this, he is a lot taller than I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Huffer and Puffer to be that tall. Now, I don't know if this guy is a retool because there's also another guy whose name I forgot, who I also have ordered, but I do not own at the time of recording this, who kind of turns into a similar truck. So he might be a retool, or this might be a retool, I don't know. But Huffer looks very, very nice. I wasn't expecting a figure of this quality for a character like Huffer, because let's be honest here, you never really hear people talk about a character like Huffer. However, this figure is not perfect, but we'll save that for truck mode, where the problem kind of starts to rise. So, let's grab him and get him close here for the details. Starting off, a little bit thing that I have an issue with is how this is supposed to be positioned. Because if you position it like closer, it's, I don't know, looks a bit off. Looks like it's more on its side, so you're like supposed to kind of keep it like this. But, I don't know. It's a bit weird. I don't really know how that thing is supposed to go. I always get confused. And also, when I grab figures, I like to grab here and kind of like move it around in order to straighten them out. Can't do that because then I'll pull that thing in. I kind of wish it locked into place a bit better. But outside of that, he's got a nice looking head sculpt. I saw actually third-party Huffers when I was looking up a video about this guy so that I wouldn't really miss anything important anyway. And the Huffer that I saw, the head sculpts, I was always like, that looks dumb. This guy, however, his head sculpt doesn't really look dumb. I mean, the expression could be better. He could be smiling for all I care, but sadly enough, he doesn't do that. But also, he's got the nice chest here with the big Autobot symbol. He's got these cylinder arms. I am a big fan of his cylinder arms. I don't know why, but they are the one thing that draw me to this figure. As you may have seen at the beginning of 2025 when I did an open box about him, yeah, I was very much pleasantly surprised about the way that he looked, and the thing that I really noticed was just the arms. They look so cool. I don't know why, but it looks really cool. And then you got this nice detail here. You got some nice detail here on his crotch. And as you move down here to the legs, you got the nice details. A little bit of details here at the bottom, at least at the top. There's not really much details. And this is what he looks like from the back. A bit of a gaping hole down here, and then a big truck head. And that is about it. Also, he's leaning backwards a bit, which is why I like to adjust him, but I can't really adjust him the way that I want to. But that is not all you're getting, because of the fact that you are also getting this weird thing, which I am entirely confused about what it is. Now, it is for vehicle mode, which you don't really need specifically, but you can use for vehicle mode. However, why does he come with this? Look, it has been a very long time since I've watched Generation 1. I don't know if this thing is actually a thing that he had in Generation 1, but why does he come with it though? I don't get it. What I also don't like about this thing is the fact that if you attach it to his truck mode, he can't carry around a trailer anymore. It is a very big sacrifice, but you got some nice details here, the ridges and then the details right there. And if you want him to have it, as you can see, there's a tab here in the middle that can just slide into the arm right there, so you can just tab it in, and now he can, okay, not the best tab connection, but now he can bash people to death. And then next up, he comes with this plasma gun, which I initially, when I pulled it out of the box, thought was a shotgun, but it is more of a plasma rifle, something that you would probably see in the terms of Halo or something like that. At least that's what it reminds me of. I've played Halo like once. I've played through a lot of Halo games back in my day, but I only did it once, and still this gun reminds me of something Halo. And he can hold that in his hand if you want to, so he can shoot people and bash people. My goodness, this guy likes variety, and I can respect it. But he looks very cool holding his weapons. But let's get it out of here so that we can get into the articulation. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to pull this bad boy backwards so we can get into the head, so we can do a full rotation of the head. As you can see, not really any up and down. Also, this doesn't really tab in. Thank you. There you go. Now everything sits fine. Was it just that thing that was mistransformed? I don't know. Anyway, his arms can technically do a full 360. However, you have to pull them off to the side a little bit because of the fact that the backpack is there, which is just an unchanged truck, but it's accurate, so I can't complain. His arms can also go all the way out like so. He has a swivel up here, a bend at the elbow, and his hands can actually do this for transformation. However, there's no hand rotation. However, it's less important because of the fact that he's not really a sword wielder. Then his waist can rotate fully around, and as you can see, I pulled the backpack and I mistransformed a little bit. Then his legs can go forward and they can go back. They can go in and out. You also have a little bit of a swivel up here. You have a bend at the knee that looks weird. Very, very weird. He can get very high knee poses, but it looks a bit weird when you're using it, let's be honest there. And then his feet do have some ankle tilt because he does come from the modern age of Transformers where ankle tilts are more modernized actually. But he's a very nice looking figure, so let's get him into the back so we can get into some size comparison. So starting off, I got Bumblebee here for you. And he's actually quite taller than Bumblebee. I was expecting him more to be on the level of Bumblebee, but the fact of how tall he is actually kind of surprised me. Let's move you out of the way so we can bring in another trucker. We have Optimus Prime himself, the truck master. Looking very nice together, so let's get you out of here so we can bring in the classic Ironhide Sideswipe and Jazz comparison. Very nice. He actually, like I said, he is taller than I thought. He's smaller than like Sideswipe and Jazz, but he's taller than I was personally expecting. I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised by him. But let's get these guys out of here. Let's pull Huffer in closer so we can get into that transformation. So let's get Huffer transformed into his truck mode. So what you want to start off with, you want to take this piece here, rotate it all the way out to the back just to kind of get it out of the way. Then you want to take the head and rotate it around. After that, what you want to do is you want to untab the arms from in here like so. And rotate this down and then also rotate this around like so. And then rotate this so that it sits like this. Do the same thing on the other side. So rotate this up, rotate this down and around, and then rotate it like so. And that is it. After that, what you want to do is you want to come in here, untap this so that you can take these wheels and rotate them out or pop them off. Why not? I mean, that's also an entire possibility. Rotate them out and then push it back in the way that it was beforehand. And then what you want to do is you want to take the cab here and just rotate this back and down like so. And then as you can see here, there's a little slot in here and on the other side as well that these two tabs are going to slide into. So basically you want to take this and just rotate this in. And also on his hip here, there is a tab, and hopefully you might be able to see that. I don't think you are because of the darkness, but there is a slot in there as well. You basically just want to take this and tab this into the side as well. Just get it all tabbed together. Sometimes a little bit more difficult to do than other times. And then finally you want to rotate the hands down as well. So now we'll come to the legs. So what you want to do is you want to take this and rotate it all the way around. Take this and rotate it all the way around. Tab these pieces together and rotate this all the way around like so. And well, here we got Huffer in his truck mode. So here we have Huffer in his truck mode. And it's a very nice looking truck mode, all things considered, outside of the hands poking out, which is actually the one thing that I don't like about this guy. The fact that his hands are poking out, but overall also the fact that this doesn't really want to stay in place for some reason. I don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. It's supposed to stay in place. Why doesn't it stay in? No, don't go out. But overall, it is a nice looking orange truck mode. It's more yellow on the camera kind of, but it is orange, I promise you. But it's a nice looking truck mode. I am actually a big fan of it. So let's look at the details. So here we got the big mean front of the truck, the one that people usually see before, well, bad things happen. We even have like tiny like rear view mirrors on here. How are they, let me just put you up a bit. How were they able to sculpt like tiny little mirrors on this thing? That is actually really nice. You got the nice blue translucent like windows. And I like the grill as well. The silver on here, it is great. Then you come here to the side. Now I know people are gonna complain about the big gap that we got in here, but hey, what are you gonna do about it, right? There's nothing really you can do. I mean, it also is just Huffer's design overall, because Huffer has the whole like gap truck thing on his back. But yeah, you got the nice like look, I don't even know what they are supposed to be, like gas tanks, I guess, or smokestacks. They don't really look like smokestacks, but I think they are supposed to be. Smoke comes out of here. And what made the arms look really cool is the one thing I just don't like about this thing. I kind of wish that the hands could have gone inside of these things. Instead, would have been so much better. But we got the nice truck bed here as well that actually can carry 86 Optimus Prime's trailer. I'll put it back once. There you go. He can carry Optimus Prime's trailer from Studio Series 86. But this thing is like really thin. So basically any truck that has a hole in the back can carry it. But still, it is actually pretty nice that you can do this. It's actually pretty cool. But overall, this actually looks pretty nice. And the trucks that I have been dealt recently, well, in the last couple of years, haven't really had good backs. I mean, this thing has like the best back of a truck, and I love this back as well. There's no feet hanging off. I'm a big fan. So let's move into the next section, which is called weapon storage. So what you want to do with the weapons, how you store them, well, actually there is technically, you got holes back here that you can kind of put the gun inside of if you want to, but we're not going to because we're not going to. What we are going to do is we're gonna come here kind of in the middle. I always need to find that opening that is there, but you want to basically just split the gun in half. And then you want to take this, and then there is a tab here, and also 2 tabs on the side. That is going to be covering this area. So this tab is going to be, this slot is going to go for this tab. So you basically just want to take this and tab it in onto the back like so. And now that we have done that, we can attach the guns. So what you want to do is you want to come in here, and you have a slot right here on the side that you can't really necessarily see because it's out of focus. There you go. You got that slot that this orange tab is going to slide into. So you want to take it and slide it in. Do the same thing on the other side and slide it in. And there you go. Now we have a truck bed. However, that also means he can't carry trailers anymore because the hole's gone. But I think that this is actually one of the most creative ways of weapon storage that I have seen in a long time. Too bad this thing had to be a part of it, because I could have removed this thing, maybe put like tabs on the side there in order to kind of have this still happen. But I think that this is great. The gun splitting in half in order to tab to the sides, man, that is so good. I'm such a big fan of the fact that he does this, and that adds more points. Also, we got some windshield wipers, I think is what they're called, here at the front as well. I just noticed them, and also the lights here at the top. Huffer is such a good figure. How did Huffer become such a good figure? I'm such a fan of this guy. I don't know if he's good enough to make top 25 2025, but that all depends on what the 25... No, that all depends on what this year is gonna actually give me. But I'm such a huge fan of this thing, even though the hands are poking out in the back. And that's just the one thing I don't like about Huffer. Outside of that, he's a top tier figure. So let's just get this off of him as well. Move it off to the side so also we can roll. But we can get into size comparison. So starting off, here we have with the bigger truck and Bumblebee. I don't know if the scale is off here or not, or if they're just differently sized trucks. But here we have Huffer with Optimus Prime and Bumblebee looking very, very nice. Yeah, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen at all. Thank you, prick. And here we have Ironhide, Sideswipe, and size comparison with Huffer as well. So let's get them out of here. Let's pull Huffer and the Puffer in closer so that we can get into that reverse transformation. Alright, so let's get Huffer back into his robot mode. So what you want to start off with is, I like to just get the legs done first. So rotate this all the way around and then take these pieces here and rotate them all the way to the back so that he has heels. Split the legs and there we go. Huffer is basically almost already done. Then what you want to do is you want to untap this from the back here. Untab it from the side hips as well. Come on, there you go. Then what you want to do is you want to take this and rotate it all the way back and also open this up like so. Take the wheels here, rotate them inwards, and then you can rotate the arm up and tap it in. As you can see the little hook here, that's going to go under there. So you just want to take this and tab it in like so. Rotate the head around as well. Take the hands and rotate them out as well, and then rotate this around like so, and rotate the arms on the swivel joint as well. Then what you want, also technically you can kind of count this. No, got that. Then what you want to do is you want to take this, and there's a little tab here that goes into the in between here. So you want to take this and push that in. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate this down a bit and have it like that. And here we have the good old-fashioned Huffer back in his robot mood. So, final thoughts on Huffer. What do I think about him? I think he is an entirely shocking surprise, if I do say so myself. I like almost everything about this guy. He is a very good figure, and I was never expecting this amount of quality, in my opinion, quality, out of Huffer of all characters. I've seen the most popular characters be disrespected time and time again, yet Huffer gets such a really good figure. I'm just shocked. But overall, yeah, this thing is great. It looks great, transforms great. Yes, I have the issue with the hands poking out the back of the truck. But you know what? I've seen trucks with just feet on the back. I have experienced worse with the vehicle mode, so I can ignore just a couple of like hands poking out the back. Also, what I love is the fact that the gun can split in half and be attached to the vehicle. I kind of wish that this piece here wasn't needed, but outside of that, this thing's great. And the fact that it can also technically carry around like the trailer for Optimus Prime. I think this thing is also compatible with the Earthrise Optimus Prime trailer. I don't know that for sure because I don't have him, but I think he actually is very much compatible with that trailer as well. But I think that this guy is great, so would I recommend him? Oh, absolutely. It's a great figure. It's really fun. Great transformation. Just highly recommend it. But that has been my review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Glass Huffer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!